Orlando Pirates 1, Orbit College 0 in the Betway Premiership. 3 more points, 3 good points, 3 important points, and lots of talking points, especially the positive ones for Orlando Pirates in this game. We come away, like I said, with very important 3 points. This is the player rating show on the Happy People TV. We're gonna analyze the game and then give the players ratings from 1 to 10. Also the manager and the refereeing that happened on the day. How did we feel about that? Yeah, but fair too. We've got a lot to talk about. Lots of good came from this game. Like I said, good performance or good results, but even a better performance from the boys. Like I said, don't touch that dial. Player rating show. Hey, it's all about fate too. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Happy People TV Orlando Pirates fan channel. This is your player rating show. I am your host KB, and I'm joined by the technical director of the channel, Mr. Coach. Let us analyze this game. How are you doing, Chief?
Like I'm not the Braga, 3 points. I'm fantastic. How about you, brother?
Yeah, no. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good that there's a lot to take away from this game. Yeah, man. No, can't wait to get into it. But let's talk about the game itself. From start to finish. How did it go?
Oh, game of 2 halves indeed, man. Somebody even said Unom Sauchilo in the watch along that one of the worst first half performances she's ever seen. And you can't falter. I think we struggled significantly in the first half. Credit goes to Coach Pochiso, honestly speaking. Orbit came out with a very clear plan. They were cutting out everything. We couldn't get on the ball, couldn't get any control of possession, of play. I don't even think we got any chance to execute our game plan. And they were that well prepared.
Plus the first half stats will tell you that I think we only had 3 shots to their 6.
And letting keeper didn't have to make any saves. Really, the balls, those that we had to save came straight to him. We couldn't get on the ball. Nothing more than 3 touches. But game of 2 halves. In fact, the coach makes 3 incredible changes at halftime. And when we came out a completely different team. One might cite that Orbit was tired in the second half, but they weren't tired from the 45th minute. That came later. I think the coach made the right changes. We got complete control of the second half, from start to finish. We were by far. Yeah, we had the combinations. We're combining. Everything went well in the second half. I think again, it's a 1-0 scoreline, but it's so flattering for the opponent. I think if they're honest with themselves, they will know they're lucky to get away with a 1-0 defeat there. We created a lot of opportunities in terms of getting into the final third. Maybe not the final ball, maybe not. Couldn't make it. The XG club didn't create many big chances, but the honest fact is that in the second half, we're in complete control. We were the almost like we were the only team in the second half, to be completely honest. They came out the blocks hot and everything, and I feel like the sign of a good team is not only to weather that storm and show your quality in as the game goes on, but also to do that with not necessarily your very best team. I think we have a case for pedigree in this game. After this game, man, I really enjoyed that performance. So let's get into the player ratings 1 by 1 out of 10. 6 being average. We'll actually talk about the goal and everything, because if we just discuss the game, we're going to end up talking the whole day. So I think we can summarize by saying game of 2 halves. Our changes showed the quality. We showed pedigree. Orbit College lucky to leave with only a 1-0 defeat. That's right back home. Won't feel as bad as what it could have been. So yes, Fitz, you know how we do it. We are starting from the back. Super Chain. Sublime performance from Super Chain. Kudos to him for maintaining another clean sheet. He was well protected, but I thought he got tested, I think, 2 or 3 times, a few good shots. dealt with them decisively. His distribution for me was...
The distribution was very good. Yeah, for me, that's already a 7.5. And in the saves, he made a good save. I think it even shows over here. I don't know if it... Yeah, that save there at the corner there. I hope you guys can see it there on the sidebar. Yeah, no. He had a very good game, and yeah.
Literally makes one mistake and it causes a shot that he deals with. So for me, one of his better performances in the Pirates jersey, an 8 for me for sure.
Okay, I'll say 7.5, but 8 works too. It works too. Ah, yes. And then the next man on the list, Bandile Shandu. How do I feel about Shandu's performance? Well, I can't fault it actually. Very good performance. He gave a good account of himself, and we're not feeling that lack of Van Rooyen as much as we could have. Yana Shandu Mfetu, I think he deserves a clean 7.5 before I even say anything. He chose his moments also. As soon as I thought, where is our right back anyway? And also when you think about the fact that Sibili is also a candidate for right back, I think Shandu gave a very good account of himself. 7.5 for me.
Shandu gives us really great balance, bro. I thought for me, performance was so good that he makes a case for himself as the starting right back with or without Van Rooyen. I thought he had a really good performance.
Yeah.
Dealt with everything defensively. Also helped assisting. He was inverting. He hasn't always been someone that does that, but was inverting pretty well. I thought he had a really good performance. If I can get that Shandu week in, week out, I'm happy to start it.
Sorry.
8.
I got a 7.5. Okay, no, it's fine. You already knew giving him a higher mark. It's fine. It's fine. Very good performance from him. On another day, who knows? Who knows if he's even a candidate for man of the match? Who knows?
Definitely. First half, he was our best player on the pitch, which I kept saying that.
I thought Siama was.
Not in the first half, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Siama.
Yeah, and I'll even start by that. In the first half, he wasn't getting much joy. Siama couldn't really get any passes through, and not so much him. There weren't any spaces. Again, Obit did a good job. But that second half performance, that goal, bro. That
Goal of the season so far, Mfethu, has to be a contender. Definitely a contender for goal of the month, Mfethu. Woo! Let's just take a moment just to explain that goal, especially how it came about.
Yeah, attack down the left-hand side, across from Sibili, gets headed away, but only falls to Siema, which is something to note that he was quite advanced on the pitch. It takes a touch, doesn't even let the ball bounce straight into the back of the net.
It's a half volley, ne?
Yeah, that's a midfielder's finish, too. You know what?
The distance off of the ground that the ball was, somebody else would have said, I've got a little bit of space, let me allow it to bounce one more time. The confidence to say, before it even gets down, thank you God for that touch, let me top it up with a shot from Mfethu.
You know, for me, Siema in recent games is starting to prove that there's no real best signing from this transfer window, because different players are raising their hands to show
at different times.
I got a scratch and win. I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
I can now sleep peacefully at night, bro, because Siema
Let's
wins
also talk about
every single aerial ball.
Defensively, also he was
incredible for me.
Also, you and I always have this conversation of TLP needing to cement his place as a 5, and when he plays next to BC sometimes wants to be a 5, sometimes he wants to be a 4. So you'll find TLP moving forward. I don't know if you also said this in the last player ratings, but the fact that I know that this man is going to burst forward and try to win it. And remember, when you allow the ball to bounce as a defender, it's because you probably didn't win the first ball. So if he's fighting for the first balls and he's good in the air, and he showed that in today's game where he scored, I'll have to give him a 9 myself.
And it doesn't just win those aerial balls in Mfethu. In the last line, he wins them in the middle of the park. If he has to push up to go in it, he does it so Mfethu. 9, I have no arguments there. Incredible performance. We are so happy.
And then obviously on the ball, Also Chinchi.
Yeah, get start. Mfano get start.
This is no. Okay, yeah. Hey, I'm glad we're over that. We were gonna talk forever.
Sure.
TLP, Captain Mike, Captain Mfethu. What do you feel about his performance, Mfethu? I mean, still young, but still the TLP that we know. I feel like he did shut out things. The leadership also showed in today's game. Before I give him a rating, how would you feel?
I thought he was incredible, man. Didn't set a foot wrong. Dealt with the 1 or 2 balls. I think he saved us, Ibile, once or twice. I'm fit to partnership here. You know how much I love then that's a Sunday partnership.
Yep.
I can't choose anymore.
We didn't know. And, wow.
Sublime,
so
bro.
To choose from.
Straight 8 for me, no questions.
Why not?
Just about a perfect performance.
And
really.
a clean sheet, in fact. Clean sheet. Very important.
When last did our defense has such good ratings?
Yep. Well, then we get to who to. Usually the man who gets high, at least a 7 per game. I feel like this one, whoever thought Hoto might not be in contention to start or shouldn't start in this game, I think they were warranted. He showed a lot of fatigue in this game. His decision making was poor. I'll give him a 5.
From after the Sundowns game, bro.
Please,
can we please see what Ndaba can do? Yeah, no, I watch too much Kahoto Braga. His performances speak for himself. It was absolutely atrocious as far as I'm concerned today. Only a few passes right. Yes, he played in a difficult half, but he did nothing to help us in that regard. It's a 4 for me, so I guess it'll be 4.5. I don't know if we can rely on Hoto for the whole season, but that's story for another video, really.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
4.5.
Give the man a rest. That's what I want to see. Just give the man a rest.
Okay, football seems to want to go to Sibilibili first. I want to start in the middle of the park. Sithenduli, 45 minutes taken off at halftime. I think he also showed signs of fatigue. What do you make of his performance?
Really struggled, bro. He had a very tough performance. His passes. Again, he played in that terrible half where our midfield was...
where everything was being
struggled, giving us for nothing, if you will.
So yeah, I would actually make that a 4, a 5 for me.
So another 4.5.
Yeah.
I know. I can almost say Arca next. But you know what? One thing about Nduli that I could tell was that fatigue played a huge role in that. I think he needed the rest.
That's why I would give him the 5 feed. 9. I believe, yes, Dine.
Dine, I
would actually get straight off the bat and be like, you know what, he played in a tough half. I don't know what would have happened in the second half. I'm not sure what's his best position in this team yet. I'll give him a 5.5.
I think Dine really needs to... Maybe he's better as an impact player in terms of not necessarily giving us attacking options, but consolidating the game. Because his defensive work, I mean... Dine doesn't let much past him. On the ball, he's still struggling with the pace of the league. A little bit slow.
Definitely showed that.
Can't carry the ball. So for me, I think I'll look on 5.5 as well.
Okay, cool. Cool. Keep it moving. Patrick Tito Maswangani, the Betway player of the match. 90 minutes this time in midfield where they were saying, okay, Tito's fine. It's these two around Tito. Let's keep him on. He did an immense job in terms of he started out in an 8-ish role, but 8 thing it was more for desperation. Because we were being overrun in the first half, and then when he got his changes in the second half with Mbule and I forgot who was right next to Mbule and Mbata. He expressed himself a bit more, and he was involved in every good thing that we were trying, and I think it was a very good all-round performance. More than anything, it was a very good all-around performance. He showed that I can be a midfielder, I can be a winger. I saw him on the right for a couple of moves. Yeah, I liked it. I'll give him an 8.
I wonder if ever game of two halves was a person.
Yeah,
that person would be Tito. I even thought he should have been brought off. I was thinking just change the whole midfield. It's not working. And Tito.
Yeah.
One thing that he did. The thing is, I'm gonna say this frequently. Tito, it's not for a lack of effort.
5 shots, only one. Vandag. 5 shots.
Yeah.
Aye.
Not for a lack of effort. Even in the first half, he struggled. But he was on the end of everything we did. It was bad, but he was on the end
at the beginning.
Yeah, he was part of everything.
Obviously, these shots show that, at the end,
Yeah, second half, turned it around once the midfield was ticking. He was part of the midfield ticking in the second half. Was having a party with Mulu on the pitch for moments. Yeah, I thought, great performance. Tito needs to work on his shooting because he doesn't really threaten the goal much when he does shoot. He got many shots, but I don't think too many of them were on target, or let me say looked like they were goal bound. So I mean, I'd like for him to improve on that, but I thought he had a very good performance. I would have given him a 7.5, but I guess we'll round that off to an 8.
Sharp actually. And then I can get to Sibili Bailey. Another 90 minutes for the right winger come right back. I think he did have a decent day. There were times he did struggle, but I feel like his lack of giving up actually, obviously the fact that they were ganging up on every person out wide in the game, and it looked like this was the first game that he was specifically targeted. And I feel like he actually came through that, and he did start. Let me just see his stats here. He got 1 shot, and but his passing, he was trying things. His passing was not coming off because he was the one trying things in the halfway. It was hard to try things. He didn't become a world beater in the second half. He was already tired. He's been doing a lot of running, so I will actually give him an overall 6.5.
I thought he really struggled, bro. I think you're being a little kind. I thought Billy really struggled. Overrun the ball one too many times. Granted, Coach Bogiso's plan was very clearly, if there's a list of things, Sibili was in the top 3 list of man marking, and he was never given any space. They planned around him pretty well. I think Sibili is another one who could appreciate a little bit of rest, especially because he's been asked to play 2 positions for so many games. He's doing a lot of running, and I could see that. I think his head went off a little bit better in the second half. We had a lot more space in the second half. He got a few more passes correctly. Pretty much gets the assist because that's the ball that ends up going to a goal. So for me, look, if you're gonna have a poor performance, and that poor performance is 6.5, I'll take that. So
6.5 it is.
Would appreciate some rest, Lena. But
I'm happy with that, Mr. Coach. I think the only 2 people we are missing are Ozuna Apollos and Mabasa. Let's go for Apollos. 68 minutes played. I thought he tried hard. 6.5 for me.
You know, I don't want to talk too much about Apollos. I just need more, bro. I just need more.
In fact, no, 6 actually. I remember I was very frustrated with the way he chose to attack. You do say, Hore, he's always like that. I feel like I haven't paid enough attention. If he's going to play like that every single time, then come on. Now, I think he probably does need a false 9. Something about that whole Mabasa wanting the ball there. Maybe feel like he didn't have enough support around him. And for a person who's going to turn around like that first time, feed. So I'll give him a 6.
He was better in the second half. Anyane. Look, he wasn't losing balls, right? But I feel like he needs to add a little bit more to his game. I think he's got a few tricks in his bag. I mean, Apollos is going to receive ball to feet. That he's going to try and drive into the middle. And if there's people in there, the likelihood of him losing the ball increases a little too much for my liking. I would love to see him take on his winger. I know Apollos has pace in Fetu. We haven't seen that, but Apollos definitely has the pace to run at players when he can, especially ball behind. Maybe that speaks more to tactics as well. But yeah, I need to see a little bit more variation. It looks like if he plays this way alone, he will be easier to mark out of the game. So yeah, I need to see more from me, honestly. But yeah, Azanga Reno 6 for me as well.
Yeah, cool. Not bad. John Mabasa.
I thought John played well, bro. Struggled in the first half, obviously starved for the ball. But he was part of those combinations. He had
a great shot.
Yeah, those 2 or 3. In fact, he would have got even a better shot there if he got the ball out of his feet a little quicker.
I like how he varied his game, dropped deep when he needed to. Obviously, it's not going to work every time, but the fact that I was excited when he gets the ball deep, for me, that's a 7.
Ooh. Yeah, I thought he had an okay performance. I mean, I think 7 is a bit much. Okay. I would have gone with a 6.5.
You can make it 6.5.
It looked good, though. It looked decent, like Rejualo. Mabasa's not going to be the one who'll be involved in everything, but the part that he was, like I said, a few 1-2s with the front 3, other players in the front 3, so yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's actually decent, the fact that when he was getting into a 1-2, I could actually dream to say, okay, something can happen here. Okay. That was the starting lineup. Let's go straight to the bench. I want to start with Nkos Konandaba. How did he play for you, replacing Hoto in the first half? In the half time,
Ndaba, I just want to see a little bit more, bro.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, him. You want to see him a little bit more.
I just want to see a little bit more. There's definitely quality there. I think it's quite clear. There's quality. His right foot is not just for standing. Gives him a little bit more options on the ball. Slipped quite a few times, unlucky there. Obviously, okay, one thing we must know about Ndaba is there's no way that he's match fit. Hasn't gotten any.
Yeah, but you need to be match fit to play on the bench.
No, match fitness comes from being on the pitch, bro.
Okay, fit.
Just making the match to his squad.
No, it's
like Kwaiba's not match fit.
Okay, cool. No, it's fine. Let me let it go.
Yeah, but for me, I thought he came on and definitely gave us a lot more than Hoto. Slipped maybe once or twice, but was a part of a few attacks. I think 6.5, maybe even 7, but 7 feels like it's a bit much.
Yeah, 6.5 is fine. I would say, yeah, it's like 6.5. Sharp. Okay. Let me see what direction.
I think like it's tripping.
Yeah, just make it a 6 or just lower the font there. The font size, yeah. So yeah, gents, the Master Chef. Woo! What a performance for me, bro. Came on and along with Mbata, literally made everybody look like Lil Bro. Same time, they blinded by Ouaddou putting them on at the right time. Bali to completely change the dynamic of the midfield. I would give him a 7.5.
I spoke about it in the watch along. I thought he was the change we needed more than anybody else, and he gave us exactly that. In fact, he kept the ball for us.
Yeah,
he makes sure ka possession. Press resistance can get past 2 or 3 players without even running past them, type of thing. I thought it was an excellent performance
and aided us heavily during the times of the game where we needed to manage the game.
Yeah.
Holo, and also I liked the shot that he took.
Perfect profile for me. It's an 8 actually. I thought he played really well.
Oh, yeah.
He said 7.5.
I said 7.5, so we rounded up to an 8. And then his partner in crime, Talente. How did he do? I give him the same 8 actually.
You be like what's in out of it. But if I can get Talent, I think I might give
Saucy
him a
talent
bit.
performance.
Am I going to give him more? Because Talent was good defensively. He played some really good ground passes across the pitch. He's been working on it clearly. He's in the right space.
Yeah.
The man is fighting for his start.
so well. Yeah.
He's starting for a place. He's fighting for a place in starting 11, and I think it's incredible to see. So yeah, I think I guess 8 for me. Ooh, do I want to give him an 8.5? Why not? 8.5, dog. I thought he played really well, man.
Feed. That is talent. I don't know if that'll be one of those shared opinions.
I wonder if I know.
Yeah, no, I think just click it and zoom out, and then you'll. Yeah, no, it's fine. Leave it as an 8. It'll be fine. In fact, the rate is right now is not too bad.
Okay, cool.
Sharpo, and then the next man, Tepang Moremi.
Very impressed. Finally, I was actually begging for a performance like this from Moremi. I thought he looked especially good. He was a fresh threat. We needed him on the pitch. I thought he was playing all over and fit to that front three, honestly speaking. Apart from the number 9 position, he combined pretty well. Probably one of the players who deserved the goal. His left foot worked much better today. I think he did deserve something, because in terms of attacking threat, he did give us something that we were definitely missing from the likes of Apolisi. Gave us the energy we were looking for. As an impact performance, liked it a lot, and plus they were nice and fluid up front there. Yeah,
they were nice and fluid. Sebele, playing everywhere. I'll give him a 7.5.
I'd even go as far as an 8. I think he actually looks better on the left hand side. Maybe left hand side, also in the middle. In the 10, he looked really good in the 10. Clearly, he's a good player as an impact player.
Yes,
with the right people around him. So I think I look
in the right kind of situation. Also,
I really look forward to seeing more of him, honestly speaking.
So you're going all the way up to an 8.
That second half team won us the game, bro.
Feed. One assist.
It didn't get too many minutes, but I was actually very impressed. Creates a chance that somebody should get on the end of that, honestly speaking. I think it was coming off of the left hand side. Very impressed with Mwanasesi. Honestly, this season he looks so much better, as long as you're not expecting goals from him. Everything else.
As long as we're not. Our 2 strikers have gone back to normal.
Yes.
What does this make of the radio, man? It's gonna have a long climb, and he's going to have to be fighting Butuma to climb first.
Those 2 guys, bro. I don't know what we'll see them maybe against Team Lesotho. I don't see any other game that has space for them. They'll have to prove themselves in training, do something we can't see.
But on the pitch,
Babat's about trap.
Yeah, the radio make it also trap, but I think it's
it is. They're lacking in confidence. But yeah, Mahopa, I thought he did really well for me. I think 7.5.
I'd actually give him a 6.5.
Okay, so 7 it is.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he didn't get many minutes. Can you check?
Yeah, it's only 12 minutes that he got.
You know, if I'm gonna give you a rating and you got less than 15 minutes, it's clear that there was something.
Fede. I see what you mean. Okay, Fede. Let's move on to Coach Ouaddou. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, dog. I don't know. But this might be one of the best ever. I'm fair too. If I'm not going to knock it out the park with this rating this time, I don't know when I'm going to. I like to say coaches earn the money on the touchline, making in-game decisions. You can set your tactics as much as you want, but you got to make in-game decisions. What more could he have done to show that he's managing these players well and he knows how to analyze the game? I'll give him a 9.
There are things that I didn't expect to like Ouaddou as much as I like him at this moment in time. There are such key things that I think puts him above so many other coaches. I can think a coach elinda until 73 minutes to change in the first half for and then give them 15 minutes again in the second half. I love the fact that it's like, first of all, in the first half, players will be warming up.
Yeah.
It's not because they're warming up just in Jiro Futumale. They're actually going to come on time. I think by the 78th, maybe 83rd minute, I might get my numbers wrong. He was done making changes.
Yep.
Love that about him. He's very decisive.
Yep. Like he was done making changes by 70th minutes.
Yeah. I absolutely love that about him. He's decisive and fair too. And I change fair. These changes always impact the game. And I think for me, that's very important. I'll agree with your 9. I want to make one more point. I like that he wants to rotate. Just that it didn't work out so much in the first half, especially with Mariko. But I like that he's aware that there are players that should be getting some rest. I think he spoke about Mfokeng as well, that Mfokeng over the last 12 months has played a whole lot of games. And for him to have the understanding of the kind of thing and try to rotate where he can. Obviously, he needs points, he can't always do it, but I'm very, very impressed with the decision making so far.
Yep. Especially, hey man, you were whiling out about the way he was rotating, but now it seems like he's gotten a true knack of it and he understands his assignment at Pirates. It's not about just putting on a good team that's going to win a game. He understands the dynamics of where we need to go and what we'll need to be equipped to go there.
It takes someone to realize or no problem as Tito. It's actually what's going on around him.
Yeah.
Let me fix that one. And number 2,
same time,
Dion Hoto changed. I'm telling you, there are not too many pitch 8 coaches in the PSL who would have had their plaque to pull off Dion Hoto when he did.
Yes,
and he was so right to do so. I'm very impressed with the coach. I think definitely 9 for me. I look forward to when because again, it's his work that's giving us the 1-0, and this is in games where it's lucky to be a 1-0 for the opposition. So I look forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's go on to the referee. I do agree with that 9, by the way, Mr. Coach. I just hope it's not too controversial to give him a 9.
I still have to convince some people. Unfortunately, sometimes football, dog. I mean, I saw on Facebook at halftime people were pulling out their hairs about those changes. And I'm like, game. You guys just love these players too much.
At halftime, and the changes happened at halftime.
Yeah. And those are the changes that made the difference.
Yeah. Changes made the difference.
There were people who were complaining about pulling off Tito when he did. Again, I was like, yo, when watching the game, you just liked it so much that you were angry with Ramonsa. But again, he was vindicated with that change. So let the coach do his job.
A comment here from Tapelo Mashilwani. Long time. I think Mariko doesn't understand his role in the team. I saw him run into the same spaces as Nduli, then misplacing passes as a result. He needs to adjust very quickly, or else he'll be dropped. I absolutely agree with the fact that his role in the team, it's about, I get it, you want to do what you're good at, but at the same time,
you're working for the team.
So as a midfielder, he definitely did not play as an 8. He wanted to be a 6, but with the skills of a 10. So there was a good comment
of a goalkeeper.
There was a very good comment. Tankida. So for the late night extreme chat, the officiating today, Mr. Coach.
You know what? I have nothing to cite. I mean, during the game, I'm gonna say ref many times. Doesn't mean that he actually got anything wrong. So I think credit goes where it's due. 7.5 for me.
Let the game flow. Some fouls that I thought he would give, he didn't. I think it was the goal that could have been offside. I think it could have been a point of contention. Didn't put a foot wrong, the officials at all for me. I mirror that one, but for me, just an 8.
Fair. You know what? Nama referee na bang frustani.
In general.
So I keep 8, but you are right. It was an 8 game.
Okay. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The poll results come in with 4 votes. Who impressed you the most? 25% Tito, 25% Siema, and 50% Talent Mbata.
You know what?
Yes.
I knew it when I put Mbata's name there. Mbata's a cult following though. And I'm not gonna fight you all tonight. because Mbata,
we are here to be happy, the people. Yeah.
But when I was typing Mbata get you look out I can't following Mbata.
I think I heard you say something like that. But please do not forget to hit the like, subscribe
before
to
we
be
go
notified,
away,
and they must share. Yeah, before we go away,
your man of the match.
My man of the match, Lebonesi. Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. I agree 100%. Eva fit. Hey, mfano like to be kicking mfana la. Kilo broko. But need the center back is Panang, and next to him he's got commercial machinery.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Yeah, no. Very happy.
Mapagania. Tangko.